Healing is not a linear process. No matter how much we improve mentally, there will be times where we will fall right back into our old toxic ways, like overthinking, people pleasing, or wishing we could leave this earth, if you know what I mean. Does that mean you fail at healing? No. It means you're a human who's allowed to crumble because the real proof of healing is when, regardless of how many times you fall apart, you're always able to pick yourself up again to continue your path. However, I know from experience that doing it isn't the easiest task ever. I'm about to turn 21, and due to different things, the number of times I thought about ending my life, especially during my teenage years, is ironically endless. Fortunately, I'm so much better mentally now, but I can't deny that when things get too overwhelming and I feel suffocated, that option still crosses my mind for a moment. I believe that after you seriously consider that option once, you will contemplate it every time things get bad enough. Because it seems like an easy escape, right? Just leaving everything behind, all the pain and worries. And look, I'm no mental health professional, I don't know you as well, but I think that if you're here, you know just as well as I do that life's not only about suffering, that out there are plenty of opportunities, beautiful things, great people, all worth living for, but it's hard to see that when one bad thing comes after the other. Am I wrong? But there's one thing to keep going for, no matter the circumstances. One you can't turn a blind eye to. I want you to think about your childhood or teenage years. Now I want you to identify the things you lacked. Personally, I've always had warm clothes, a roof over my head, food on my table, but something I didn't have most of my life was emotional safety and emotional freedom. I kept everything to myself because whenever I showed sadness, stress, or any negative emotions, they were treated as a problem, as something ridiculous, as nothing compared to what others went or were going through, which led me to see my feelings the same way for many years. Clearly, the moment I started to heal, I noticed how wrong that perception was, and it broke my heart realizing how much that damaged my younger self. A literal kid who didn't deserve that, who shouldn't have had to mature early just to be able to hold themselves. So I decided something, that I was going to build a life where my younger self would feel safe. And that's my reason to continue moving forward constantly. You are your reason to keep breathing and making an effort every day. But it's not as simple as you have to remain alive because you exist or everything happens for a reason. No. You have to do it for that kid you were who was treated unfairly by people or the world itself. You and that kid deserve much more, and maybe no one could or did give it to you back then, but you can do it now. Build for yourself a life that feels worth living and not like you're fighting a lion, filled with peace, love, stability, and happiness. Obviously, not every day will be perfect. Life is unexpected. Things can take an awful turn occasionally. But a good life's not about each second being good. It's about having more happy moments than unhappy ones and carrying no regrets. After all, we have positive and negative emotions for a reason. We're meant to feel them all. And also, be for yourself what you always wanted to have. Protecting your well-being and prioritizing your needs without accepting anyone into your life who doesn't add to that. Because now you can choose who walks by your side, even if you're perceived as mean or selfish. In general, this might be quite an egocentric mindset for some people, full of resentment, but we shouldn't care because we know what we went through and how we felt, besides hopeless and helpless. And maybe we can't change what happened, but we can create our future. A beautiful one for our past, present, and future self. Because As long as you have yourself in the middle of the chaos, there will always be a way out, and it's not ending your life. So, without anything else to add, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great week. Merry Christmas. A little late, but better late than never. Don't forget to subscribe, to leave a like, to leave a comment telling me your thoughts, your feelings. I read every sweet thing you write there, so write something nice. And don't forget to follow me on social media. I have Instagram and TikTok, so go follow me there because I think I'm kind of funny. And we will see each other this Sunday with a new video. Now I gotta edit this and post it today, so love y'all and bye bye.